What's cracking YouTube? It's your girl Jale, and welcome to my channel. Love Jale. Hey. Okay, so today we're gonna be talking about 10 must-watch TV shows on Hulu. I love pretty much watching TV. I'm a big TV fanatic and movie fanatic. And so these are just the 10 shows I think people, or you guys, should check out and watch. So the first show we're gonna be talking about is Living Single. And Living Single is a sitcom. It follows 6 African-American friends who are in their 20s, live in Brooklyn, Brownstone, New York. And so that pretty much just follows their the challenges that they have in their career, in their dating, and in their life. And pretty much it is hilarious. No, the main character is Queen Latifah. I got the month of May. You ain't breaking out good. You gotta love Queen Latifah. She is an amazing actress. All the movies she's ever done, all hits, all amazing. So the show is 5 seasons long. I know it's big, but once you start the first episode, you're gonna want to keep going. Like, you don't forget that it's 5 seasons. Next thing you know, you look up like, oh, I'm on season 4.
Yeah, it's that critical phase of a relationship where you just past casual dating, but you haven't yet called all the women in his phone book and told them to back off.
Right. I mean, when you're first dating, you know, you want to look your best. You know, you shave your leg, maybe both. But when you hit EOM, he thinks your furry legs are sexy, you know?
It is that hilarious. And of course, in every TV show, there's always a love-hate relationship between the characters. And if you look at Max and Kyle, they are hilarious together.
Men mature sooner than men. Therefore, it is only natural for us to try to get to them before gravity does. Of course, I don't mean you, Max, because sagging could only improve your looks.
It is also a proven fact that women reach their sexual peak somewhere around 40 while men burn out at 19. So when I'm getting the gold at the sexual Olympics, you'll have wrung out your towel and hung it up to dry. Oh.
And if you like Friends or seen Friends, you're pretty much gonna like Living Single, because Friends is based off on Living Single, because the same producer who produced Friends produced Living Single, and he loved that show, so that's why he made Friends. So go check that one out. And the second one is The Carmichael Show. Carmichael Show is also a sitcom. It follows the main character, Gerard Carmichael. He plays himself, and it's based off the fictional version of his own family.
So this is the new show we're going to be watching as a family. Steinfeld.
Seinfeld, and yes, it's hilarious.
That lives in North Carolina. And of course, you know, Little Real Howie from Get Out is in it, and also Tiffany Haddish from Girls Trip and Night School is also in it. You know, she's hilarious. She plays Gerard's brother's wife. There is 3 seasons, in my opinion, canceled too soon. Because it really touched on really important topics like gun control, social media, depression, racism, transgender, porn addiction, even Bill Cosby going to jail. They even talked about Donald Trump when he first was elected president.
If a guy had a drunk hookup with a girl last night, he doesn't remember verbally getting a yes, could that guy be a raper?
Yes.
Mama, I might be a raper.
Oh, sweet shepherd of Jesus.
It's really a good show to check out, and it is also hilarious. Even though it touches on all those really important topics, he still kept it hilarious. So that's a good show to check out. Number 3 is CSI Miami. CSI Miami deals with Miami-Dade crime scene investigators. It pretty much just talks about what the police and crime investigators go through from day to day of trying to figure out who killed who robbed who, or who kidnapped who.
I got a female victim here. She's a goner. Looks like she got shot, then hit the hydrant. Male victim, 40s, gunshot to the head.
Walter, we've got about 2 minutes before this crime scene washes away. We've got to protect this evidence.
And it really draws you in to figure out who did it, because in the beginning you never really know, and to find out who actually did it is even more interesting. And also CSI Miami is 10 seasons long. I know it's quite a bit, but it's worth it, because once you get into the drama of all the crime and the DNA, you're gonna forget it. It is actually worth it. Number 4 is Modern Family. Modern Family is a comedy, but kind of a little bit like a reality show. It follows three family members: father and his new wife, the son and his new husband and their new adopted daughter, the daughter and her husband, and their 3 children. Pretty much they're one giant family, but 3 different families.
Come on.
Oh, Mrs. Doubtfire. Made in Manhattan. Time.
He's ironing Iron Man. What is wrong with you people?
Thank you. Tried everything I could.
One word. Movie.
They're all movies, Phil.
Tooth Fairy.
Time.
Seriously, it was Cujo, and that was a bit offensive.
It pretty much follows them through their day-to-day lives. It's kind of like a reality show, because they talk to the camera as if they're telling their story. And it really is hilarious, especially with one of the dads. He is, I wouldn't say a little slow, but he's a little quirky, like every dad is.
In the hospital one time, and now I'm a Christmas ruiner.
Fire!
Oh my God, get the extinguisher! Oh, it's Cam's glitter card, I knew it! Ah! The tree, Phil! No, the tree, Phil, the tree.
It's out! This must be the one Luke and I used for our jetpack prototype.
And it's really relatable, because all the issues that they go through, every family goes through.
Always mark the moments because you're too busy taking care of life. Best you can do sometimes is remind yourself to cherish every single.
Oh, there's a tornado warning in Missouri. Our flight's delayed 2 hours.
So we don't.
Okay.
So it's a really good TV show to get into, and it's also 13 seasons long. Number 5 is Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty is an animation series. It is an Adult Swim TV show. So if you've seen Back to the Future, it's pretty much the Doctor and Marty, but it's, instead of being just his boss, it's actually his grandfather, the scientist, and his grandson, Morty, who isn't all that smart, but he goes on adventures with his grandfather. And pretty much they travel different universes and get into a lot of trouble.
Rick, the alien.
Really? You're gonna pull that move? I guided your entire civilization. Your people have a holiday named Rick's Giving. They teach kids about me in school.
I dropped out of school. It's not a place for smart people.
Oh, snap!
And it's only 5 seasons, but it's still airing on TV.
Who the f are you?
My goofy brother, Steve? He's been living here almost a year now. Are you losing your mind?
Hey, someone's been spending too much time around glowing rocks, am I right?
Would everybody just relax for a second? There's no such thing as an Uncle Steve. That is an alien parasite.
So, and maybe a little more seasons on, but it drops every new episode. So check that one out. 6 is How I Met Your Mother. How I Met Your Mother follows a dad telling his two children the story of how he met their mother. And pretty much it shows flashbacks of him and his 4 friends and all the issues that they went through to meet his mother. All the friends' issues, his issues. Like, why would we need to hear this, or why do we need to hear that? But it's pretty hilarious because it follows him, his best friend and his best friend's wife, his a girl he dated that turned into his friend but still in love with, and then his bachelor friend who pretty much just ghosts the woman like Andy. Of course, and that character is played by Neil Patrick Harris, and he is hilarious. By far, his character Barney is my favorite, so just check it out to see how he acts.
Yeah. Barney, what are you doing here? I can't believe it's really you. Come in, have a seat. Do you want some tea? I know the apartment's small, but I don't need much space. Let me show you some of my paintings. I think it's some of my best work ever. Just stop it. Lily, you have to come home. You and Marshall belong together. The two of you have something that most people search their whole lives for and never find. I know you love him, and if you knew what he was going through right now, you wouldn't be here for one more second.
And that's also 9 seasons long. It's pretty long to try to tell a story of how he met his mother. Almost, they say, 2 years for him to tell him that story of how they met his mother. I'll be like, Dad, just get to it. Just skip all that, just get to it. But all the details he's telling is pretty interesting. 9 is Blackish. It follows a husband and a wife who's played by Anthony Anderson and Tracy Ellis Ross.
The twins, they could be back in any moment now. Come on.
Nope. They haven't even made it to the cleaners yet.
How do you know that?
Oh.
Are you tracking them?
Of course I am, Andre. There's no privacy under this roof. If I can track you, I'm gonna track you.
And their children, trying to teach them their Black culture and that while they're living in rich, wealthy neighborhood. So pretty much, of course, if you know Anthony Anderson, he's hilarious. So he's trying to keep his Blackness while being surrounded by white people, well, non-African American people. I guess he feels like he's turning, not Black, so he has to deal with white people and still trying to keep his Blackness because he grew up in Compton, so he feels like he's losing his roots. So he still has to hold on to that and show his kids heritage of trying to teach them that and not turn so white and...
Take it from me, son. You're a sellout. Sell out! I remember the day it happened. You stop saying, know what I mean? Start saying, you know what I mean. Saddest day of my life. I went from knowing what you were talking about to thinking you were asking me if I really knew what you were talking about. Damn shame.
It's really interesting because the stuff that they talk about, if you may not be African American, but you would still enjoy the show. It does teach you a few things about what Blacks go through in the society of today. Not really like to be Black, but just the issues that we have to go through to fit in with everyone else. And so it is 8 seasons long, so it's still airing on CW.
After doing your job for an entire day, I know that you work 10 times harder than any of those doctors' children.
Really?
Yeah, and hey, can I tell you a secret? Getting into med school is not that hard. There are a ton of doctors who are dumb.
So you should check it out from the beginning before if you want to start watching it on TV. And I would recommend it because, of course, Anthony Anderson, his acting is a little dramatic with it, but completely worth it because Tracy Ellis Ross, them two acting together is pretty much amazing. They completely complement each other because they're both silly in their own ways. Number 8 is Brooklyn Nine-Nine. comedy series following a police detective named Jake, who is played by Andy Samberg, and follows him in his 99th precinct. Pretty much anything that you think will go wrong in the police department goes wrong.
An interrogation, and it's only gonna end one way, with you telling us everything. Something funny?
It's just I don't think you get what's happening here. You're locked in a small windowless room with the two of us 1 hour after lunch. Oh no, wanna know what we ate? 4-cheese pizza, double cheese with a side of cheesy fries.
I mean, not goes wrong, but like in a funny way. They still get their bad guy, but it's just in a more comedic than drama and seriousness. Brooklyn Nine-Nine is just more comedical with it. Terry Crews is in it, and I've seen White Chicks and you know how Terry Crews is.
Sergeant Jeffers, tell me about your detective squad. Scully, Hitchcock, they're pretty much worthless.
Still don't feel anything. I wish I had nerve damage.
Rosa Diaz, tough, smart, and really scary. Charles.
9-9!
9-9!
They're what?
But it's hilarious to check out. There's 18 seasons of it. Number 9 is Baby Daddy.
It's amazing how the unexpected can take your life and change direction.
It's a comedy, and it follows a dad in his somewhat 20s and finds a baby dropped on his doorstep by one of his ex-flings. So seeing him deal with trying to raise a daughter, and he doesn't know anything about having a baby or taking care of a baby. So to see him, his roommate, his brother help him navigate.
All right. Just one good belch and she's done. I think you can handle this part.
What, me, right now? Are you sure? Hey, Tucker?
Oh, great.
With 3 men trying to do it. Even though Full House did it, but they knew what they were doing. Them 3 does not.
Oh, come to LA. It's amazing. Oh, LA? More like LA.
Oh, look, Uncle Tucker's getting snap, crackle drunk for breakfast again.
But the mom does help, but of course, she's no help sometimes, but she's pretty right.
A real mom for Emma. Maybe I should have never stopped looking for Elle.
Yeah, why did you stop?
Maybe because every single time I ever mentioned her, you ridiculed and mocked me.
Well, if you're gonna let that stop you, I'm surprised you can get out of bed in the morning.
It's hard. It's really hard.
Let's check that one out. And then number 10 is Grownish.
Watch out, world, I'm grown now. Learn something new every day.
Grownish is a spin-off of Blackish. It deals with the eldest daughter, Zoe, going off to college for the first time. And in Blackish, she had everything perfect. She knew she was on top, knew everything what to do. But when she got to college, she didn't know nothing.
Feels like everyone just needs some time to heal.
Yeah, but Vec's right. You can't just dead a friendship without thinking about it for a minute.
No, well, thank you guys for letting me hang out here. I wasn't quite ready to go home yet.
Of course, you do exactly what you need to do for you right now. That's how I live my life. I'm about to go take a tub.
She messed up a lot, just like any other teenager would. She's learning through what she has to do to be an adult, dealing with her and her friends that she meets along the way.
When Luca and I shut down the formal, so I wasn't drinking, but that didn't mean my girls couldn't have a good time.
Oh, okay. I got one. Never have I ever kissed a girl.
It is a really good TV show to watch. It kind of reminds me of Different World, what it's like to be in college and the issues that each student goes through, like money issues, grades, drugs, drinking. So it does touch on a lot for this generation. Students who are in college or want to go to college, from seeing this as they did for Different Worlds. We must definitely check that out if you are in college or want to go to college and just want to get somewhat of a feel of what it feels like, I'll most definitely watch Grownish. That's all the TV shows that I really love watching. And if there's a TV show that you guys like or would like for me to talk about in next videos, just comment below and let me know, and I most definitely will get to that. So I hope you guys like and subscribe this video, and hope to see you guys later.